NBA champion with the Detroit Pistons, Finals MVP, 5-time NBA All-Star, official member of the Basketball Hall of Fame. And that same man handcuffed inside an FBI vehicle charged by the federal government of the United States with working as a key piece of a criminal network tied to the 4 most powerful Italian Mafia families of New York. Today, you're going to know why Chauncey Billups, one of the best American point guards of the last 20 years, ended up under FBI investigation. Even darker, how a man who had everything ended up inside the scheme that stole $7 million from civilian victim. Worse still, you're going to know what his role was inside La Cosa Nostra and why the FBI director himself pointed the finger at Chauncey Billups. And most important of all, you're going to know why the Billups scandal is the biggest scandal in the history of the NBA. But before that, you have to know how Chauncey Billups got there. Denver, Colorado, year 1976, the highest city in the American country, 5,280 feet above sea level, the mile-high city, and a working-class African-American neighborhood on the northeast side of the city called Park Hill, bordered by Colfax Avenue to the south, Colorado Avenue to the east, Martin Luther King Boulevard to the north, and York Street to the west. That neighborhood is the place where the man who 29 years later would raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy of NBA champion in front of 23,000 American fans inside the Palace of Auburn Hills of Detroit, Michigan, was born, and where the key piece of the largest federal operation in NBA history, signed by FBI Director Kash Patel inside the New York field office, would be born too. The father was named Ray Billups, maintenance employee of the Denver County Public School District. The mother was named Faye Billups, social worker of the county. And the couple who raised 3 African-American children inside a working-class house in Park Hill on a single stable salary, Chauncey, Rodney, Maria. Chauncey Ray Billups was born in the early hours of September 25th of 1976. Lock in that neighborhood, we'll come back. At 7 years old, Chauncey Billups grabbed a Spalding basketball inside the playground of Barrett Elementary School of the Park Hill neighborhood. He sank 7 consecutive shots into the portable hoop on the asphalt corner of the playground. And from that day on, Chauncey Billups did not let go of an American basketball for the next 27 straight years. 7 consecutive shots, a portable hoop, 27 years without stopping. And at 10 years old, the African-American community of Northeast Denver gave Chauncey Billups a nickname he would carry on his chest for the next 17 years. They started calling him the King of Park Hill. The King of Park Hill. Lock in that nickname, we'll come back. In September of 1991, Chauncey Billups entered his first year at George Washington High School of Southeast Denver. And from day one, the head coach placed the 14-year-old freshman directly on the varsity roster of the senior class. A unique case in the history of high school basketball of the state of Colorado during the 90s, over the next 4 straight years, Chauncey Billups became, inside the gym of George Washington High School, the best basketball player in the history of the public schools of the state of Colorado. 4 times All-State First Team, 3 times Colorado Mr. Basketball, and an official selection to the McDonald's All-American Team of the Year 1995. The roster of the 24 best basketball players in the public high schools of the United States. Chauncey Billups turned down full scholarship offers from Kansas, Georgia Tech, California, and Oklahoma State to sign his official commitment with the University of Colorado at Boulder. 40 miles west of the Park Hill neighborhood of Denver, Chauncey Billups chose to stay home. Over the 2 straight seasons he played with the Colorado Buffaloes, between the year 1995 and the year 1997, Chauncey Billups became the best American point guard of the Big 12 Conference, and he took the Colorado Buffaloes to their first NCAA tournament appearance in the last 28 straight years. The University of Colorado would go on to officially retire jersey number 4 with the official plaque of Chauncey Billups hanging above the ceiling of Coors Events Center. And in April of 1997, Chauncey Billups declared himself eligible for the NBA draft. On June 25th of 1997, inside Continental Airlines Arena of New Jersey, NBA Commissioner David Stern announced from the official podium of the first round of the draft the 3rd overall pick, the Boston Celtics, head coach Rick Pitino, Chauncey Billups, behind Tim Duncan, selected by the San Antonio Spurs with the 1st overall pick, and Keith Van Horn, selected by the Philadelphia 76ers with the 2nd overall pick. Chauncey Billups, 3rd overall pick, the best Colorado Buffalo in the history of the NBA draft. Official contract signed with the Boston Celtics. 3 years, $7,777,000. A direct payment to Ray and Faye Billups inside the working-class house of Park Hill in Denver. And from his official debut inside the Fleet Center of Boston on October 31st of 1997, Chauncey Billups became, over the next 17 straight years, the most nomadic point guard in modern NBA history. Boston Celtics, Toronto Raptors, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, Detroit Pistons, Denver Nuggets again, New York Knicks, Los Angeles Clippers, and Detroit Pistons one last time. 7 franchises, 17 seasons, and a professional career that did not really take off until the 6 straight years Chauncey Billups spent inside the red and blue jersey of the Detroit Pistons between the year 2002 and the year 2008. Head coach Larry Brown, starting point guard alongside Rip Hamilton, Rasheed Wallace, Ben Wallace, and Tayshaun Prince. The generation known inside American professional basketball as the second Bad Boys of Detroit, and the team that won the official NBA championship of the year 2004 in front of the Los Angeles Lakers of Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton. 4 wins to 1 loss. An African-American point guard from Denver, Colorado, and a Bill Russell Trophy of NBA Finals MVP raised above the right shoulder inside the Staples Center of Los Angeles on the night of June 15th of the year 2004. Chauncey Billups, Finals MVP of the year 2004. Lock in that trophy. We'll come back. Have you ever wondered what an African-American point guard, 21 years old, carries when he is handed a check of nearly $8 million inside the lobby of Continental Airlines Arena of New Jersey? And he knows that the house of his parents in the working-class Park Hill neighborhood of Denver is waiting for the next subsidized rent payment? 7 things he carries. The obsession of never disappointing Ray Billups and Faye Billups after 21 years of silent sacrifices. The certainty that the King of Park Hill nickname turned, in the direct jump from the Barrett Elementary School playground to the official NBA draft stage, into a silent responsibility toward the entire African-American community of Northeast Denver. The responsibility of sending monthly money to his brother Rodney Billups, the responsibility of sending monthly money to his sister Maria Billups. The conviction that making money is the only real way out of the working-class neighborhood at 5,280 feet of altitude, where the 3 children of Ray and Faye Billups were born. The silent suspicion that making money, a lot of money, all the money possible, is the only way to never go back to eating rice and pinto beans out of a can inside the kitchen of the house on 27th Street of Park Hill. And the silent certainty that the day Chauncey Billups stopped making money on a basketball court, he would have to find another way to keep sending money back to Ray and Faye Billups, and to Rodney and Maria Billups, and to the 7 African-American nieces and nephews born inside the Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver. Chauncey Billups carried all 7 for the next 27 straight years. Lock in those 7, we'll come back. And that burden, that King of Park Hill nickname, that silent obsession of turning money into the only proof of personal worth carried on the chest of an African-American point guard at 5,280 feet of altitude, is the exact reason why Chauncey Billups, 7 NBA franchises and 17 professional seasons later, on the morning of October 23rd of the year 2025, ended up handcuffed inside an FBI vehicle in Portland, Oregon. That is the real reason Chauncey Billups ended up under FBI investigation. A calculator. A silent calculator that started ticking the first time a 7-year-old child sank 7 consecutive shots into the portable hoop on the asphalt playground of Barrett Elementary School of the Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver. 7 shots, 7 franchises, 7 million. Because Chauncey Billups, over the last 7 straight years, inside the private rooms of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Manhattan, inside the reserved suites of the Bellagio Casino Resort of the Las Vegas Strip, inside the private villas of the Fontainebleau Miami Beach of North Miami, and inside the private residences of the Hamptons of Eastern Long Island. sat systematically and silently at high-stakes poker tables organized by the Bonanno Mafia family of New York to lure in millionaire civilian victims with the commercial hook of playing against an official member of the Basketball Hall of Fame of Springfield, Massachusetts. 4 cities, 4 mafia families, 7 straight years, and $7 million defrauded from civilian victims. Federal FBI agents from the New York field office had been secretly recording the voice of Chauncey Billups inside those poker games for the last 7 straight years. Hidden microphones inside the table lamps, hidden cameras inside the wall paintings, and a specific listening device placed above the ceiling fan of the VIP room on the 13th floor of the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Manhattan. 7 years of recordings, 4 cities under federal surveillance, and an African-American point guard from Denver who never once suspected, during the 300 poker games he played over that period, that the federal government of the United States was recording every word coming out of his own mouth. That is the man handcuffed in the back seat of the FBI vehicle in Portland, Oregon on the morning of October 23rd of the year 2025. On February 21st of the year 2002, Detroit Pistons general manager Joe Dumars signed the official trade agreement that pulled Chauncey Billups out of the Minnesota Timberwolves roster and placed him in the starting point guard seat of the red and blue team of Detroit. Chauncey Billups was 25 years old, 4 different franchises on his professional resume, and a silent reputation as the most nomadic American point guard of the 1997 draft. That trade, however, was going to change American professional basketball history forever. Because Chauncey Billups became, over the next 6 straight years, the central piece of the most dominant sports project of the Eastern Conference of the NBA since the 80s. 6 straight years inside the Eastern Conference Finals. From the year 2003 to the year 2008, and on the night of June 15th of 2004, inside the Staples Center of Los Angeles, Chauncey Billups and the Detroit Pistons won the NBA championship 4-1 against the Los Angeles Lakers of Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, and Gary Payton. Chauncey Billups himself raised the Bill Russell Trophy of NBA Finals MVP above the right shoulder. From that night on, Chauncey Billups carried on his chest an official nickname that would define the next 20 years of his professional career: Mr. Big Shot. Chauncey Billups, Mr. Big Shot. Over the next 4 straight years, Chauncey Billups became one of the 7 best active point guards in the NBA, 5 times selected to the NBA All-Star Game. From 2006 to 2010, 2 times selected to the second team All-Defensive of the NBA, an All-NBA second team in the year 2006. Chauncey Billups was making, under the contract signed with the Detroit Pistons in July of the year 2007, $14 million per season. And in November of the year 2008, the Detroit Pistons traded Chauncey Billups to the Denver Nuggets. In exchange, the Detroit Pistons received the most problematic man in the NBA of the year 2008, Allen Iverson, a trade, an African-American point guard, and the last time Chauncey Billups would raise the Larry O'Brien Trophy of NBA champion above the right shoulder. Chauncey Billups ended his professional career inside the Detroit Pistons on February 14th of the year 2014. 17 straight seasons inside the official jerseys of 7 NBA franchises, $106 million total in official career earnings. And 2 years after his retirement, the Detroit Pistons officially retired jersey number 1 with the official plaque of Chauncey Billups hanging above the ceiling of the Palace of Auburn Hills. After his retirement, Chauncey Billups moved into the American Professional Basketball Analyst seat of ESPN for the next 6 straight years. In June of the year 2020, the Los Angeles Clippers of Steve Ballmer offered him the assistant coach seat behind head coach Tyronn Lue. And 1 year later, in June of the year 2021, the Portland Trail Blazers offered him the official head coach seat of the franchise. Chauncey Billups was 44 years old when he sat for the first time in the head coach seat of the Portland Trail Blazers bench inside the Moda Center of Portland, Oregon, on October 19th of the year 2021, and over the last 3 straight seasons on the job, he started traveling too frequently to New York during the days off of the official NBA calendar. Lock in that fact. We'll come back. On the night of September 13th of the year 2024, inside the Symphony Hall of Springfield, Massachusetts, Chauncey Billups walked up to the official stage of the Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony, with Ray Billups and Faye Billups sitting in the front row of the auditorium, with his official 7-minute acceptance speech read in front of the audience. Chauncey Billups thanked Ray Billups. He thanked Faye Billups. He thanked his brother Rodney and his sister Maria. He thanked Detroit Pistons head coach Larry Brown. And he thanked General Manager Joe Dumars for signing the trade of the year 2002. Chauncey Billups ended his official speech with 7 words that would mark the rest of the life of the African-American point guard from Denver. He said the King of Park Hill had arrived. The King of Park Hill has arrived. A childhood nickname, a working-class neighborhood, an official plaque inside the Basketball Hall of Fame. And exactly 40 days later, the same King of Park Hill was going to be handcuffed in the back seat of an FBI vehicle in Portland, Oregon. 40 days between the Basketball Hall of Fame and the defendant's seat of a federal court. 40 days. Because Chauncey Billups, in the year 2019, 6 years before the federal arrest, accepted a silent job offer from a professional contact of the Italian-American organized crime of New York. Sit at high-stakes poker tables organized by the Bonanno Mafia family inside the Waldorf Astoria Hotel of Manhattan, the Bellagio Casino Resort of Las Vegas, the Fontainebleau Miami Beach of Miami, and the private residences of the Hamptons. Cash a check for each appearance. Do not bet his own money. Do not talk. And do not ask why other millionaire civilian players were systematically losing money at every table Chauncey Billups sat down at. 4 cities, 7 straight years. And starting from the first official game in the year 2019, Chauncey Billups became, in the criminal slang of La Cosa Nostra, what federal FBI agents from the New York field office call a face card. A face card, according to the official definition signed by FBI Director Kash Patel himself during the press conference of October 23rd of the year 2025, is a famous public figure recruited by the Italian-American organized crime of New York to lure millionaire civilian victims into rigged poker tables inside American luxury hotels. The civilian victim pays thousands of dollars for an official buy-in, believing he is going to play against a famous former American basketball professional athlete. The game is rigged from the first minute by hidden electronic devices inside the official cards of the table. All the other civilian players are actors hired by the Mafia family. And the only real player at the table is the civilian victim himself, who goes to bed without realizing that he lost, over the last straight hours of the game, hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash. Chauncey Billups, according to the official federal indictment signed by prosecutor Joseph Nocella of the Eastern District of New York, never cashed a single dollar directly from the hand of the civilian victim. Chauncey Billups only cashed the official check signed by the civilian captain of the Bonanno family. 0 contact with the civilian victim, and 7 straight years. That was the exact role Chauncey Billups played inside the criminal scheme of La Cosa Nostra that stole $7 million from millionaire civilian victims of the American country. Face card? King of Park Hill, Mr. Big Shot, Basketball Hall of Famer, and face card of the Bonanno family. Chauncey Billups was not the only professional basketball figure involved inside the criminal scheme of La Cosa Nostra. Federal FBI agents from the New York field office, in the official investigation signed by prosecutor Joseph Nocella of the Eastern District of New York, identified during the last 7 straight years of surveillance 2 more American professional basketball figures involved inside the rigged games. The first was named Damon Jones, 49 years old. Former NBA professional player for 13 straight seasons across 11 different franchises. Former assistant coach behind head coach LeBron James inside the Cleveland Cavaliers of the year 2015. And a figure known inside the private circles of American professional basketball for working as a sports consultant since his official retirement in the year 2010. Damon Jones played the exact same role as Chauncey Billups. Face card. Silent recruiter of millionaire civilian victims, and official signer of monthly checks paid directly by the Bonanno family. The second figure was named Terry Rozier, 31 years old, active starting point guard for the Miami Heat of the NBA, and the only one of the 3 implicated who played inside the second parallel criminal scheme. A scheme of illegal sports betting inside which Terry Rozier sold confidential information from the Miami Heat locker room to civilian bettors associated with the Gambino Mafia family of New York, 3 American professional basketball figures, 4 Mafia families, and 34 people arrested simultaneously by federal FBI agents on the morning of October 23rd of the year 2025 inside 11 different states of the American country. 34 arrests, 11 states, a single day. Have you ever wondered how federal FBI agents from the New York field office managed to coordinate 34 simultaneous arrests inside 11 different states of the American country during the same morning of October 23rd of the year 2025? 7 straight years of official wiretaps authorized by the federal judge of the Eastern District of New York. 7 years of undercover agents infiltrated inside the private high-stakes poker games of the 4 American luxury hotels. 7 years of official accounting analysis signed by the United States Treasury Department inside the offshore bank accounts of the 4 New York Mafia families. And 7 years of hidden cameras inside the VIP rooms of the Waldorf Astoria, Bellagio, Fontainebleau, and the Hamptons residences. 7 straight years. And not a single official advance warning to Chauncey Billups, to Terry Rozier, or to Damon Jones. The official press conference of FBI Director Kash Patel was held on the afternoon of October 23rd of the year 2025 inside the Jacob K. Javits Federal Building of downtown Manhattan, in front of an official panel that included Prosecutor Joseph Nocella of the Eastern District of New York, Assistant Director Christopher Raya of the FBI New York Field Office, and New York City Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch. Kash Patel read from the official podium the exact words that would define the rest of Chauncey Billups' professional career. He said the fraud was mind-boggling. The fraud is mind-boggling. And he added that the federal operation had dismantled a criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Cosa Nostra. A criminal enterprise, the NBA and La Cosa Nostra. Chauncey Billups appeared that same afternoon of October 23rd of the year 2025 in front of federal judge Michael Simon of the Federal District Court of Oregon inside the city of Portland. He was formally charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud. He was formally charged with conspiracy to commit money laundering, and he was released under special conditions dictated by the federal judge himself the same afternoon of the arrest. A pending trial inside the federal court of the Eastern District of New York. A silent bond signed by defense attorney Chris Haywood inside the federal court of Portland. And an American professional basketball career completely destroyed inside the next 24 straight hours by the NBA. On October 24th of the year 2025, a Friday morning, exactly 28 hours after the federal arrest, the official communications office of the NBA released from its Fifth Avenue headquarters in Manhattan an official statement signed by Commissioner Adam Silver himself. 4 official paragraphs, 177 signed words, and an official decision that would mark the definitive end of the American professional basketball career of Chauncey Billups. Adam Silver announced that Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier were officially placed on immediate leave from their respective franchises until the federal judicial process ended inside the courts of the Eastern District of New York. Immediate leave, no salary, no access to the administrative complex, no access to the Portland Trail Blazers official facilities. And from that morning of October 24th of the year 2025 on, Chauncey Billups disappeared from the public eye of American professional basketball for the next 4 straight weeks. 0 public appearances, 0 statements to the American press, 0 photographs taken by People magazine paparazzi inside the West Portland neighborhood where Chauncey Billups had his official residence for the last 4 straight years. Absolute silence. The only official statement signed during those 4 straight weeks by defense attorney Chris Haywood contained 7 exact words. He said Chauncey Billups was a man of integrity. Anyone who knows Chauncey Billups knows he is a man of integrity. 7 words, a defense attorney, and a client in absolute silence for the next 4 straight weeks. 4,244 miles southeast of the West Portland neighborhood, inside the working-class house on 27th Street of the Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver, Ray Billups and Faye Billups watched the official press conference of FBI Director Kash Patel live on the living room television on the afternoon of October 23rd of the year 2025. Ray Billups was 74 years old, retired employee of the Denver County Public School District, and the man who had cried live in front of NBA TV cameras only 40 days earlier during the official Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony inside Symphony Hall of Springfield, Massachusetts. Faye Billups was 77 years old, former social worker of the County Human Services Department, and the woman who had raised her second son inside the working class neighborhood at 5,280 feet of altitude during the first 18 years of the King of Park Hill's life. Ray Billups and Faye Billups did not say a single word during the next 27 straight minutes of the official FBI press conference. They watched the television. They listened to the official words of FBI Director Kash Patel. They listened to the official figures of $7 million defrauded and the 4 Mafia families and the 34 people arrested across 11 states of the American country. And exactly 27 minutes into the press conference, Faye Billups stood up from the living room sofa, walked to the kitchen of the working class house on 27th Street, and served a cup of decaffeinated coffee at the wooden table of the main dining room. Ray Billups followed her to the kitchen 7 minutes later, and those 2 African-American parents from the working class Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver sat inside the main dining room of their family home for the next 4 straight days without opening the front door to a single American reporter. 4 days, 2 parents, and an absolute silence that no American television network managed to break during the first official week of the Billups scandal. Lock in those 4 days. We'll come back. Have you ever wondered what a retired African-American father, 74 years old, carries when he discovers, in front of the living room television of the working class house of the neighborhood where he has raised 3 children over 47 straight years, that the Basketball Hall of Famer's son, whose first Spalding basketballs he financed on the Barrett Elementary School playground, has just been handcuffed by the FBI inside a federal court 1,444 miles away? 7 things he carries. The silent shame in front of the African-American community of the Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver. The silent grief of the American dream broken live on air. The silent certainty that the son carried for 27 straight years the weight of sending monthly money back to the working class family of the 27th Street house. The silent rage against the Bonanno family of New York for recruiting his own son inside a rigged criminal scheme. The silent suspicion that the son started traveling too frequently to New York during the days off of the official NBA calendar because he needed to send even more monthly money back to the working class Park Hill family. And the silent guilt of having placed on the chest of his son Chauncey Billups for 27 straight years the silent obligation to turn money into the only official proof of the love of an African-American father from Denver, Colorado. Ray Billups carried all 7 for the next 4 straight days. And those 7 burdens, that silent guilt carried on the chest of a retired father of 74 years old, is the exact reason why the Billups scandal, inside the collective memory of American professional basketball for the years to come, is not the scandal of a corrupt African-American point guard. It is the scandal of the entire Park Hill community of Denver, Colorado. Lock in that distinction. We'll come back. The Billups scandal is inside the official history of the National Basketball Association, signed by Commissioner Adam Silver on October 24th of the year 2025, the biggest scandal in the last 77 straight years of American professional basketball. And there are 7 exact reasons behind that official statement. The first reason is the absolute magnitude. 34 people arrested simultaneously across 11 states of the American country. $7 million defrauded from millionaire civilian victims. And 4 Mafia families involved in the same criminal scheme signed by prosecutor Joseph Nocella of the Eastern District of New York. The second reason is the professional status of the main defendant. Chauncey Billups is the first active member of the Basketball Hall of Fame of Springfield, Massachusetts in the official history of American professional basketball, formally charged by the FBI with working as a key piece of a criminal scheme signed by the Italian-American organized crime of New York. Never before. Not once. Not even inside the scandal of referee Tim Donaghy of the year 2007. Lock in that name, we're going to it. The third reason is the time window. 40 days between the official Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony inside Symphony Hall of Springfield, Massachusetts, and the federal arrest inside the federal court of Portland, Oregon. 40 exact days between the highest moment and the lowest moment of the professional career of the King of Park Hill. The fourth reason is the figure defrauded. $7 million stolen from millionaire civilian victims of the American country inside a silent scheme that operated for 7 straight years without being detected by any federal agency of the United States. The fifth reason is the number of states involved. 11 American states where federal FBI agents carried out simultaneous arrests on the morning of October 23rd of the year 2025. 11 states, 11 coordinated police operations, and 34 people handcuffed within the same 4 straight hours. The sixth reason is the political irony. The official legalization of sports betting inside the American country, signed by the Supreme Court of the United States on May 14th of the year 2018 through the official Murphy versus NCAA decision, ended up inside the absolute silence of 7 straight years, allowing an African-American point guard and Basketball Hall of Famer to work as the official face card of the Bonanno family of New York. A Supreme Court, an official decision, and 7 straight years of rigged illegal betting inside the 4 most famous American luxury hotels of the country. And the seventh reason, the most important one, is the official historical precedent. Because until October 23rd of the year 2025, the biggest NBA scandal in the official history of American professional basketball had been the scandal of referee Tim Donaghy of the year 2007. Tim Donaghy was an official NBA referee, not a professional player, not a Basketball Hall of Famer. And the man charged in the year 2007 with manipulating the official outcome of NBA games in exchange for money paid by civilian bettors associated with the Gambino family of New York. Tim Donaghy served 15 months in federal prison, and the Donaghy scandal partially destroyed the official confidence inside the integrity of NBA referees for the next 8 straight years. Chauncey Billups is 7 levels bigger than Tim Donaghy. Because Chauncey Billups is an African-American point guard, 2-time All-NBA, 5-time NBA All-Star, NBA champion, Finals MVP of the year 2004, official head coach of an active NBA franchise, official member of the Basketball Hall of Fame, and official face card of the Bonanno Mafia family of New York for the last 7 straight years. That is the Billups scandal. The biggest scandal in the official history of American professional basketball since the founding of the National Basketball Association in the year 1946, that is Chauncey Ray Billups, the second son of Ray Billups and Faye Billups of the working-class Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver, Colorado, the King of Park Hill, the boy who sank 7 consecutive shots into the portable hoop on the asphalt of the Barrett Elementary School playground at 7 years old. 4 times All-State First Team of George Washington High School, 3 times Colorado Mr. Basketball, First Team All-Big 12 of the University of Colorado at Boulder, 3rd overall pick of the NBA Draft of the Year 1997, 5-time NBA All-Star, NBA Champion of the Year 2004, Finals MVP of the Year 2004, jersey number 1 retired by the Detroit Pistons, $106 million in official career earnings, official head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, official member of the Basketball Hall of Fame of Springfield, Massachusetts, since September 13th of the year 2024, and official face card of the Bonanno Mafia family of New York inside a rigged criminal scheme inside the Waldorf Astoria Hotel of Manhattan, the Bellagio Casino Resort of Las Vegas, the Fontainebleau Miami Beach of Miami, and the private residences of the Hamptons of Eastern Long Island for the last 7 straight years. 40 days between the Basketball Hall of Fame and the defendant seat of a federal court. 7 consecutive shots, 7 franchises, 7 straight years, $7 million defrauded. And a professional career destroyed on top of a silent calculator that started ticking inside the Barrett Elementary School playground of the Park Hill neighborhood of Northeast Denver, Colorado, on the afternoon of a Tuesday of the month of September of the year 1983, when Ray Billups and Faye Billups explained to their 7-year-old son that money was the only official proof of the love of an African-American father from Denver. Chauncey Billups believed them for the next 42 straight years, until October 23rd of the year 2025. If this story moved something inside you, if you felt the weight of a retired African-American father watching live on television how his basketball Hall of Famer son from the working class Park Hill neighborhood was handcuffed by the FBI inside a federal court 1,444 miles away, if you thought about an American point guard, 21 years old, signing his first check of nearly $8 million from the NBA draft to send it directly to his parents inside the working class house on 27th Street of Denver, if you remembered a childhood nickname of the King of Park Hill turned, 42 years later, into the official face card of the Bonanno Mafia family of New York, subscribe to Fallen Stars right now. And leave us in the comments if you think Chauncey Billups is guilty, or if you think Chauncey Billups is the last silent victim of the entire Park Hill community of Denver, Colorado. See you in the next video. And if you or someone close to you is going through an emotional crisis, call the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline for free at 988 every day, anytime. You are never alone.